So DMart has come up with fantastic Q2 results of the current financial year, but will these results also cause an uptick in their share price? Let us find out. So in this video, we'll take a detailed look at their quarter 2 results and then give a stock price recommendation for the DMart stock holders. First things first, let us take a look at the summary of the results that they have presented. The revenue has gone up by 46% on a year-on-year basis, and they've reported a number of 7,682 crores. When you talk about profit, the profit has jumped by 111% and the reported number is 449 crores. Their earnings per share has also gone up by 3.68 rupees to 6.9 rupees. Now, interesting point here is, while the revenue has shown a massive uptick of 46%, the profit has in fact doubled that number also, and a growth of 111% suggests that while their profits are continuously increasing, their cost structure is also optimized. That suggests that with better cost control and with higher sources of revenue, the overall profit for DMart is looking at a very healthy level. But why has the revenue gone up? So DMart in this particular quarter has opened up 8 new stores, which are directly contributing to an increase in the revenue. On top of that, they have seen an increasing demand from the stores that were opened previously as well. So combine these two factors, and that is why you can see the 46% growth in the revenue. Now the management has very clearly said that they follow a EDLC or a EDLP strategy. What is that? That's an everyday low cost or an everyday low price strategy. That means that they are able to procure all its goods from the suppliers at a very low and a competitive price. Why is it able to do that? Because DMart purchases all those products in bulk. They have so many stores across the country, because of which they get the benefit of economies of scale, and that is why they are able to procure the goods at very competitive price. Now add to it the operational efficiency of DMart, the logistics efficiency, and then they are able to deliver the value for money to its consumers by selling the products at again very competitive prices, and that is the key competitive advantage for a company like DMart. But these are the broad results that we saw. It's very important to understand how is DMart faring against all its competitors, against all its players that are there in the market. So if you take a look at this chart and understand the CAGR, which is the compounded annual growth rate for the past 5 years, the revenue of DMart is increasing on a year-on-year basis by 21%, which is a huge achievement. Add to it the fact that the competitors are only reporting a revenue uptake of only 9%. That shows by how much far DMart has come in outgrowing the revenue of its competitors. When we talk about market share, now because the revenue is outgrowing the revenue of its competitors, their market share is definitely going to increase. As a result of that, the market share for DMart has gone up from 42% to 66% in the past 5 years. It's enjoying a very good market share, and you add to it the scale at which it's operating, the growth in its profit, the growth in its revenue, and all of these prove to be a very healthy prospect for DMart. Now let us talk about the projection for the stock price. Now I completely agree with you that the results have been nothing short of fantastic. But will it necessarily translate to a stock market gain? I'm a little doubtful at the moment, not in the long term. And the reason for that is, for the past 5 days before the results were announced, DMart has shown a massive uptick in its share price. If you see in this chart, for the past 5 days, it has gone up by 1,000 rupees, and that's close to 25% in terms of the returns that it has given to its investors. So 25% returns it has already given in the past 5 days. So I would avoid buying it at this price. Having said that, any dips in this stock is a welcome sign for the investors to buy this particular counter. Alright, that was my analysis for DMart stock. Do follow Finance Lens for more of such content, and I'll see you the next time.